everyone, it's Lauren here from Inner Strength Holistic Coaching, taking you through a stretch cool-down session today. This is a really lovely session or stretch to use at the end of your session after a workout. It can also be used as a standalone session as recovery. So it could be done once a week. You would just hold the stretches for longer than what we would today and really allow that body and use your breath to allow that body to move into a nice deep stretch. It's a really good full body session, so it can be used after any workout that you've done. Rightio, let's get into it. So we're going to start on our 4 points of kneeling. Just let your body move from side to side to find a comfortable position. We're going to go into our cat stretch. So we're going to breathe in, take your shoulders, slide your shoulders down and away from your ears, shine your chest forward. Breathe out, round that back, really trying to take those spine up towards the ceiling. Breathing in, shining the chest forward, sliding the shoulder blades down your back. Breathing out, rolling up, taking that spine right up towards the ceiling. Just move through this as slowly or as quickly as you like to really find that nice, beautiful stretch at the end of a session. You can then add some rotation into this stretch. Just moving from the left to the right. So I'm taking left hip to left shoulder, rolling up and over, and then taking right to right. And just moving back, using your breath, breathing in long, and then breathing out as we round. What we're going to do now is tuck our toes and then take our bum up towards the ceiling for our down dog. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears, looking through your feet and just pedaling out those legs. Remember, nice long spine, shoulders away from the ears. Remember, this is a stretch. Find that stretch through those calves and those hamstrings. Can do both feet at the same time if you like. Just breathing in, breathing out. Don't rush through it. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears, letting the head be heavy. Just going to come back onto our knees. Just move through that cat. Should feel a little bit different. Breathing out, breathing in, toes tucked, back into our down dog. Send those hips high, shoulders away from the ears, and pedal out those legs. And just down for once more through each. Remember, breathing in, taking those shoulders down our back. Breathing out, rounding, pulling up towards the ceiling. Remember, as I said before, moving through this as slowly or as quickly as you like. Tuck those toes, bum up, pedal those feet out once more. Shoulders away from your ears, head is nice and heavy. Just drop both heels towards the floor, slight bend in the knees. And back down to our 4 points of kneeling. What we're going to do now is take a big breath in and we're sliding our hand between our wrist and our knee, breathing out and using my right hand to slightly push and rotate, and I'm pulling through with my left. So I'll just turn around so you can see me. I'm threading through with my left like I'm grabbing and pulling onto something and pushing ever so slightly with my right hand here. Relaxing my neck, finding some space between these shoulder blades. And just breathe. With every out breath, trying to find a little bit more space. One more big breath in, breathe out, relax into that stretch. We're just going to come back through and then go back the opposite way. So I'm taking my right hand through my body, slight push with my left, and finding that space between my shoulder blades. Remember, we should feel a stretch, but it shouldn't be painful. We don't want to overstretch and make things worse. Just go, allow your body to go where it needs to go with these. One more breath here, big breath in, breathe out. Find that space a little bit further. And come all the way back through. What we're going to do now is come down laying on our back. We're going to send our arms out long, one leg out long, and we're going to let this knee come up and fall across our body. My opposite shoulder is staying on the floor here. And then we can use our hand to draw that knee towards the floor if we need a slightly deeper stretch. Finding that place where you feel a nice stretch through your hip. Might be a little bit higher or a little bit lower depending on your body. Just a nice few breaths here. One more big breath in and breathe out into that stretch. From here, we're just going to come back to the center and take the opposite knee up and over. Remember, we're keeping our shoulder on the ground, and we can use this hand to draw the knee further towards the floor if we need. You can have your head wherever you like, wherever is comfortable for you. With these stretches, we want to be wanting to hold them for about 30 seconds. As I said, if you're doing this as a standalone, just stretch session, you can hold them for longer. Even 5 minutes per stretch is lovely. One more big breath in and breathe out here. Coming back to the middle, just hug your knees to your chest, just have a bit of a rock from left to right, and then hold on to those kneecaps and draw some little circles with your lower back and back the other way, massaging across that spine. From here, we're going to come up to a seated position for a hamstring stretch. We're just bringing one foot in and then rotating, taking our shoulders towards our toes and gently reaching for your toes. You might go for your shin here or your knee. Remember, you should feel a stretch, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable. Just using your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Relax the head, heavy through the shoulders and the upper body here. You can close down the eyes if you like. Just find that space in the back of our leg. As you're breathing out, allowing your body to move a little deeper into the stretch. As I said before, we should feel it, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable. If it is, just back it off a little bit. One more big breath in, breathe out. Then relax out of that stretch, and we're just going to change sides. So bring one foot in, rotate, taking your shoulders towards our toes, breathing out. So as you can see, I'm a lot tighter on this side. That's okay. I'm just going to listen to my body and go to where it needs to go. And allowing your body to go a little bit further into the stretch with your breath. One more big breath in and breathe out into that stretch. Next, we're going to do a stretch for our quads. There's two options with this one. We can just come down side lying, pull your heel to your bum, draw that knee away from the midline of your body. If you feel that this is not enough of a stretch for you, we will start seated. This is not one if you've got bad knees, bad ankles. If you feel any discomfort, please don't do it. I'm bringing my foot up next to my hip and then slowly lowering myself back onto my elbows. And if you want a deeper stretch again, we can come all the way down onto our back for this one. So whether you're laying on your side or you're in this position that I'm in now, we're just breathing here. Remember, as I said before, it's really important to honour your body and where it's at. Go to where it feels nice for you, not too far. Big breath in and breathe out. If you're laying down, you're going to carefully pop yourself up onto your elbows and then back up to a seated position to change sides. If you're sideline, just roll over and stretch the other quad. Just breathing in and breathing out. One more big breath here. Bring yourself out of the stretch. Coming down to our back, we're popping one foot on top of our knee. Depending on how tight you are, we're going to feel this in our hips and our bum. So you're going to feel it down here. You can just push your knee away from your body. Option 2 is to grab underneath your thigh. Option 3 is to grab your shin. I'm using this elbow here to push my knee away from my body and find that space. And then once we're there, we're just breathing in and breathing out. So I'm drawing my knee in, pushing my, drawing my left knee in, and I'm pushing away with my right knee. Remember, as your body relaxes, move a little deeper into that stretch. One more big breath here. Breathe out. Lower that leg down and change over sides. Remember, with the stretches, one side might feel different to the other. That's okay. That's why we just listen to your body and adapt each stretch, each side of the stretch as we need. If you don't get as far with this one as you did with the other side, that's fine. One more big breath in. Breathe out. Bring those feet onto the floor. I'm going to sit up tall here, pushing my left hand into my right knee, and gently rotating over that opposite shoulder, looking right out over that shoulder for a nice rotation through my spine. Won't hold this one for too long, just one more breath here. And then change sides. I'm pushing my right arm into my left knee and rotating over that left shoulder. Come back to the center. Just got 2 more stretches to go. We're just going to come back to kneeling. Knees wide, feet together, arms out long, and push that chest down towards the floor. We're really pulling forward with our hands and allowing our chest to fall. Find a little bit more reach with those arms, allow that chest to drop. Head wherever is comfortable with this one. All we're going to do now is slide our hands across to the left, our shoulders stay level, and I'm pushing out to the right. I should feel a nice stretch down your right side. Just breathing here. So really reaching with the right arm in particular. One more big breath here. And then we're going all the way back over to the right side where we push out to the left. Remember, shoulders stay level, finding that space, particularly with this left arm. One more big breath here. Come back to the middle. We should have a little bit more space. And slowly roll up to our seated position. All we're going to do from here is bring our knees together, tuck our toes, send our bum up towards the ceiling, soft knees, and then very, very slowly stacking our vertebrae, just one at a time, coming back up to standing. Finish. So as I said, that's a nice full body stretch that can be used either as a standalone session or for a nice cool down at the end of your workouts. As I said before, it's Lauren from Inner Strength Holistic Coaching.